Okay, this one is for the fans that are still mad at Lonzo, i.e., or should I say, example, hedging for VC. That's still mad at Lonzo for not going to team up with his brothers. Let me just say this. Let me just say this to y'all. Think fit matters, bro. I'm not saying Charlotte will never be a good fit. Fit matters. Okay? It matters. Most of y'all need to think for yourself. Am I a Lonzo fan? Yes. Maybe I'm that Lonzo fan that try to reason with the situation. Maybe I'm that Lonzo fan that just try to understand the point of the situation. All of a sudden, oh, Lonzo's a good player too. Oh, he's overhyped and stuff. No, just say it. I'm mad he didn't go to the team I wanted him to go to because you'd have seen electric basketball. You'd have seen all kind of fun. Lonzo's gonna be on a team with players that know his game. DeRozan know his game. Levine, I don't know about, but Levine know Levine has a new reason to bring Lonzo in the game. DeRozan knows Lonzo's game. That's already a plus. Zach Levine, Vucevic, maybe not, but the two supporting cast is gonna be playing in the starting lineup. Know his game well. We've not even talked about players that are not even on his team that knows his game, like Kevin Durant, LeBron James. They know what he is, and they've realized that maybe we should stop listening to what LeVar is saying and let's look at Lonzo himself and see how he is as a player and look at what he can do. And then when I started to think like that, I started to understand Lonzo and understand how he does and realize when we're trying to set expectations, I'm not gonna set expectation for someone like say, yo, he's gonna average 20 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. It's not happening. Even when I take my expectation for Lonzo, here's my expectation. Lonzo Ball is gonna average at least 16 points per game, maximum. You can prove me wrong. 18 is the ceiling. My max is 16. He averaged 14 points per game in college. Don't let's not trip. 14 point something points per game in college. We're not gonna trip. He averaged 15 points per game in college. Okay, 16 points per game. He's gonna average 6 assists and about 6.9 rebounds. Max. That's my expectation of what I will see this Lonzo do this season. Now, the reason why I have to bring this up is because most Lonzo fans, I'm not even gonna say Lonzo, ball fans, they look at Lonzo and be like, "Oh, he's overhyped and stuff." I'm like, wait, and I'm trying to go on my boys at new media, but edging for VC, you need to really chill. Most of y'all that think like that too, you need to chill because Lonzo went from a guy that's good to you guys to a guy that's bad, all because he didn't go to Charlotte, all because he didn't go to the team you want. Can we just be happy for Lonzo for once that he picked a team that wants it for him? Like seriously, Mark Eversley and Arnoldus Arnoldus aka AK didn't just say, "Hey, we need you on the team because we need you to just be a 3-and-D." No, this is Alonzo. We're gonna make you the point guard. I know Charlotte will do the same thing, but come on, would Lonzo really want to be in the shadow of his brother right away? When Lonzo was given the keys from the start and was put in a situation where he was thrown to the fire, he wasn't ready. Now that he's ready, I'm sick of the excuses. It's time for him to be himself. So at this point, I'm not trying to deal with Alonzo Ball that's just focused on himself alone. I'm focused on Alonzo Ball that wants to do what's best for his career. And if you're not happy about it, you can kick rocks. I'm serious. See, I'm a Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan fan. But just because I'm a DeMar DeRozan fan doesn't mean I wasn't a Raptors fan. I'm still a Raptors fan. DeRozan was not the reason why I was a Raptors fan. I was just a Raptors fan because of, hometown. So I had to support the Raptors by chance. It's some type of fan loyalty that I have inside of me that when I'm in a city that treats me with love, I have to treat them back with love by supporting their teams. That's how I see things. So, yeah, life in the six is pretty weird. Now, Lonzo Ball to the Bulls. Us Lonzo fans just needs to be happy for Lonzo for once. He's on the team that wants him for him. He said it himself. I chose the Bulls I'm a quote Lonzo here. I chose the Bulls because they stand out to me the most. Because they're the team that wants me for me. It's simple. Is Charlotte does he say Charlotte is not gonna let him be himself? No. He's happy Charlotte would have chosen him, but think about it. Looking at the roster now, how much would you have think they would have offered Lonzo? Not enough. If you really want to really make Lonzo come to the team without any hesitation, here's what you need to do. One, Mr. Glass gotta go, and Rozier. Rozier is the main piece you need to get rid of to get Lonzo. But Mr. Glass has to be the one to go if you want to repay both Ball brothers. At least Melo alone. I'm serious. Because the way Charlotte is doing right now, they're going to have an issue with contracts paying players once Melo's a free agent. Just watch. They'll have that issue, just like they had now. They had to let Graham and Monk go. And now they have to force Bouknight, aka Zach LaVine Jr., into a point guard. Which is not. Bouknight just reminds me of Zach LaVine. I don't care what y'all think. Bouknight is literally what I see in Zach LaVine. A score first guard that's capable of a little playmaking, but he's not a playmaker. He's not a point guard. LaVine was drafted as a point guard. He doesn't have a full point guard skill. He has a little point guard skill. But what his true skill is scoring the basketball. Just like James Bouknight. And why did I bring this up? Because Bouknight will be the one playing Devontae Graham's role. That would have been Lonzo. I know y'all say, well, Lonzo will be the one, Melo will be the two, and that's how things will roll. Okay, Jello's on the team now. G3 is going to come off the bench. So now Melo's all by his lonesome, trying to deal with a bunch of role players. I don't care what the draftees are. He's going to be dealing with a bunch of role players. And Bouknight is also coming off the bench. That situation is just worse. Don't even get me started on New York. Don't even get me started on don't even get me started on the Nuggets, Lakers, whatever. Even the Warriors. Lonzo will barely even get many PT if he was on the Warriors. For those wishing the Warriors. But what I see is that if Lonzo chose the Bulls, be happy for him. Let him choose a team that wants to bring him. Sometimes, if you want someone to learn, you let them see through it. If they make a mistake, they'll learn from it. It's how people grow, man. If Lonzo later on realized the Bulls was a bad idea in the first place, he'll leave. Like, y'all forgot he had a year 4 option? He can literally cash in the year 4 option like Money in the Bank in WWE and cash it in on Charlotte. And say, you know what, I'm sick of this, I'm joining my brothers. Or you literally tell Mark Eversley and AK and say, yo, listen, I need you to just throw any money at LaMelo and bring me Jello too if you want me to stay here. Or I'ma join them. That might happen in his year 4 because by that time, because look at this, 2023. Remember, 2024 is when LaMelo will be a free agent. 2024 is when Lonzo's first 3 years is done. So he has 2021 to 2022, 2022 to 2023, and 2023 to 2024. So at that time, Lonzo's first half of these years is bye bye. Now you have to deal with the final one, where you can cash it in and say, you know what? Here's what you now have to do for me. You got to bring my brothers here, or I go with them. That's what I'm predicting that's probably going to happen. And you know what the nickname would that be? Even I would even say I would love all the three Ball brothers on the Bulls. You know why? The nickname would actually make more comical. But hold on, the nickname would be more comical. Instead of the BBB, you would say the Bull Brothers. Yeah, shout out to J&J for that one. So yeah, so please, if you're a Ball fan and you're still triggered by Lonzo joining the Bulls, just get used to it. Be happy for him. If he messes up and realizes the Bulls is a bad idea in the first place, he'll learn. Let him learn. You want to make someone learn, let him make mistakes. It's the same way when it comes to learning how to play a video game. The first time you're gonna screw up multiple times, then you're gonna get the hang of it. It's how it is. Let him make the mistake and let him learn from it. That's how they grow. Okay? Au revoir.